Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for November 13th to the 19th of 2018. And I'm just going to be pulling a few cards here to get started off. And I have some cheerful cards today. I feel like we're needing that. So and if you're watching live, go ahead, say hello when you hop on. And don't forget, set your intention for the week if there's something you are specifically wanting to hear or needing to hear. Okay, we'll save some of these and get started with oracle cards. So, see, the first thing coming up for this week, loudspeaker. Okay, communication is going to be really, really big this week. So I would strongly recommend that you focus on pushing for what you want, need, and desire. Make sure that you are really staying on top of your communication, because the reason being is that it just has so much payoff. Like, it's completely undeniable that you know, communication is going to have an effect as a result of you pushing yourself, especially if it's something that you're scared to do, that you're nervous to do. That's really where the growth comes from. And then I'm going to pull an Affirmator card. Trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. So that is 100% true, and that's why, sorry if I know you can't see this on Facebook, my camera isn't showing it. But that's really where trusting and pushing yourself and seeing things through is going to help you. It's all about the attempt. It's not about the outcome necessarily. It's just about trusting that your actions are going to have payoff, and that when you end up communicating something or doing something you're uncomfortable with, that it ends up being okay anyway. All right, and then I do have this itty bitty, the original angel cards. So I'm going to be picking 3 of these. And if one resonates more than the other, that's fine. You know, or you can pick 1, 2, or 3, or whatever it is that you want. I'm just not going to do a 3-card pick form for this. So first thing coming up, patience. Okay, I have been seeing this all over the place. Oh my God. Okay, so just, you have to hang in there. I mean, you don't have to, but the payoff, again, this is about risk and reward. It's kind of like seeing things through is the best course of action. Don't tap out prematurely. Don't tap out early. Don't call it quits right now. Like, this is not a good week to do that. It's a time to continue pushing yourself and driving yourself. And even if it's uncomfortable, you still want to trust and continue to communicate. Okay. And yes, to that comment, yes, you should listen and keep looking forward to a better future. What's the alternative? Looking towards something doom and gloom? I mean, that really is going to put you in a bad position. So yes, keep it on. Okay, second thing, we have depth. So things are kind of sitting underneath the surface. It's kind of like if you're experiencing something in your day-to-day life that doesn't make sense, or like if you're having anxiety about something, it might not be what you think it's about. It might be related to something else. So just go a little bit deeper It's kind of like if you're in a state of overwhelm, then frustration, anxiety, anger can leak out into other areas. So just remember that you want to go deeper, you want to go underneath the surface. And then the third thing for this week, the third word of the week, understanding. So with patience comes understanding, and it's kind of like there's so much more to what's going on than what you can see right now. So all of these cards are kind of communicating that same message, where it's like, you know, once you really see things through and understand that there's more going on underneath the surface, you will find understanding through that. It's just not necessarily something you'll see right now. Okay, then the central energy for the week, we have the Nine of Swords. So a little bit of fear coming up. Again, this is why the trust card is so important for you. Because it's kind of like in the macro, in the big picture, really things are going to be okay. It's just about the pesky thoughts that are kind of keeping you awake at night, the thought forms that make an appearance and try to keep you safe, because that's what fear is. That's what it's designed to do. So again, be gentle with that part of yourself, and it's kind of like you can roll through it, and you don't have to buy everything you're afraid of. You don't have to believe this. Just because you think it doesn't mean that it's something that serves you or is worthwhile dwelling on. The crossing energy is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's kind of how are you working with it? It's not a concrete answer quite yet. It's like there's a lot of moving pieces. If you want to focus on doom and gloom, you can. That's always an option. You can always fall into pessimism if you want, because that in many ways is a choice. And so you are an autonomous being with your own path on your own journey, and you get to decide, is this something you want to persevere through? Is this something you want to work through? Are you using all of these opportunities to challenge yourself and grow and evolve? Or are you just getting scared and retreating and not pushing through that? So it's kind of like you have to decide. And then what you have shifting out this week, a 10 of Wands. So if a lot has been going on for you, or it's been particularly busy, chaotic, frustrating, exhausting, it looks like that is moving on out this week. So you have a lot of space opening up for you. And then what else do we have going on? The oncoming energy, Seven of Swords. So I think you're kind of like, oh, right, this is no longer working. And it might be the things you're saying to yourself. This looks like self-talk to me, because you're walking away from, again, with the thought forms and the situations and the things that are really dragging you down, you're kind of walking away with a better outlook. And let's pull a few other cards. Okay, so you have Queen of Wands. I also see this as a lot of energy returning and coming back. If you felt out of whack or tired, or like you were struggling a bit, it seems like things are improving in the in terms of energy. So you do have that to look forward to. And this is also a good week to get creative, work on some projects or something that you are enjoying just for the sake of enjoying it. And then we also have Two of Cups. So relationships are important. That's been coming up quite a bit. Understanding and patience. Remember those. And also with the Two of Cups, it's kind of like, remember that relationships are truly opportunities to grow and heal and transform. And the more you work on yourself, you push yourself, you take care of yourself as you're experiencing relationship, no matter whether it's with your neighbor, with your partner, or a sibling, it's all about how you evolve. Like, personal relationships and connection is one of the most important things. And then we also have strength. Okay, Leo's popping up. And with the strength card, I think that this is kind of you giving yourself the benefit of the doubt. Like, what are you able to accomplish? What do you think you can really get done and make happen in this next week? And I think there's a lot more planning going on behind the scenes. This is, you know, from here until January or the end of this year or whatever, it's going to be a really great time to focus on maybe goals or intentions or something that's really, that you can work towards. I think if you allow yourself to focus on that, it's gonna help you to manifest things a lot easier. So be open to that. And then we're gonna do a 3-card pick. So you're welcome to ask a question. You can pick card 1, 2, or 3. Whatever works for you. Okay, so card number 1, we have the Knight of Swords. I think there's a lot of ideas and downloads coming through this week. So this is one of those cards that it's kind of like, get your pen and paper out, because it's just going to keep coming and coming and coming in terms of the information that you're receiving. So be open to the inspiration coming up, because it's going to help you push through whatever it is you need to be patient with. And then card number 2, we have the Emperor. So there's it looks like things are moving slowly for you. So with the patience piece, this is kind of showing the speed and the pace of things. And so you can see this guy looks pretty worn out and tired. And I think that he kind of has that wisdom of what the timing of things can often take a lot longer than you're willing to give credit to, I guess, or not give credit to. What am I trying to say? It's like things take longer than you're willing to be patient for. So don't expect immediate results. Don't expect instant gratification. Like, you really take this as a second reminder that it's okay to pace yourself. It's okay to go slow, because he understands, the Emperor understands in this deck in particular, that it takes time. And then we have card number 3, the World. So a lot is going on. I think there's a lot of release happening, a lot of dreaming happening. You might find that there's a whole bunch of things that are kind of swirling around you that you want to grab onto. So focus on what you desire. Like, if it's not in support of your desires, then do not give it a second thought, to the best of your ability. If you find yourself going down a rabbit hole, you don't have to thought stop. It's just about redirecting. It's kind of like, yes, I see you, I acknowledge the fearful thought, and then say, but I think my energy is better spent focusing on this, whether it be manifesting money or a relationship or a job or the right connections or a practitioner. I mean, those are the types of things where you can shift that energy, and that's going to be a big help. All right, so that is all that I have for this week. December readings will be out this coming week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. They come out on the 15th. And don't forget, if you want to work with me one-on-one, go to onyxhealing.com, or you can check out the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. And until next time, I wish you all the best, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.